Greetings, peoples, and welcome back to Sonic Colors. We're here in Aquarium Park, one of my favorite levels in the game, and it's basically Chunan from Sonic Unleashed underwater. And I'm perfectly fine with that, considering that Chunan is one of my favorite levels in Sonic Unleashed. Because, well, it just looks really nice. I also love that shortcut. And, yeah, it's got some awesome music, and it's Chunan underwater, and I love Chunan. It's not exactly the most original Sonic stage out there, but then again, what stage is original these days in Sonic? Am I right?
Oh
no. Anyways, before I get in another Sonic Forces rant, yeah, I didn't do as well in this level as I did in previous levels. The recording curse kind of crept up on me here. I mean, I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but either way, I just like pointing that out. The moments like that where I just had trouble platforming, stuff like that, and there's also one moment later on in this world, planet, zone. I don't know what you call the levels in Sonic Colors. I mean, yeah, they're acts, but like that level theme as a whole, they're not really zones, but they're not really worlds. That's not really a Sonic thing to call them. Man. I mean, people used to think this game was ripping off Mario Galaxy, and that was before they thought that Sonic Lost World was ripping off Mario Galaxy, of course. You know, it happens from time to time. Drill. And yeah, this game has underwater sections. Of course, they're not in 3D because apparently Sonic Team is too scared to have underwater sections in 3D for some reason. I don't know why. Like, why can't we have a Sonic game where we have 3D underwater sections? And not that crappy excuse for an underwater section using the Drill Wisp in Lost World. No, I don't want that. I want, like, proper underwater Sonic. Like, you know, I just want something like the classic games, although you could probably find a way to make it work. Like, Sonic doesn't have to be slow underwater. Like, come on. He's the fastest thing alive. He can, like, give him a power-up or something that allows him to move fast underwater. Something like that. You know, like a monitor or something. A monitor in a 3D game. You know, honestly, I'm surprised they haven't really done that. I mean, sure, they have the capsules. I'm surprised they haven't done the monitors. I mean, sure, the capsules are just monitors in 3D, but, you know, even in recent games, there haven't been capsules. I wonder what that is, because, like, the adventure games had capsules. Heroes had those balloon things, which are pretty much the same thing. And then Shadow had them as well, the balloons. 06 had capsules, and thinking about it, I think Unleashed was the first game to get rid of the whole capsule monitor thing. I mean, sure, rings are everywhere, and you can run at the speed of sound, so there aren't really any points for, there's not really a point for, speed shoes or, well, 10-ring monitors, and when it comes to, even invincibility, it doesn't really matter that much, considering, well, you have the boost, which is pretty much invincibility as long as you have ring energy or energy from enemies or wisps, however Sega decides how the boost works, because it's never been consistent. Like, in every boost game, there seems to be something different or swapped. Like, in Unleashed, your boost was determined by the amount of rings you had, as well as whenever you defeated an enemy, although whenever you defeated enemies, you barely got any boost, so it's more just based off of rings. And then in Generations, sorry, Colors, apparently Colors came after Generations, even though I'm, you know, talking over my footage of the game right now. But Colors' boost is determined by, well, the wisps, obviously. And sometimes you get them from enemies, but it's still wisps, so, you know, it's the same thing, essentially. And then Generations comes about, and it's back to rings, and then forces comes out and we're back to wisps, although it's also enemies, and enemies don't have wisps, so it's pretty much just enemies. Like, can there ever be consistent, like, means of obtaining boost? Like, can I have consistency here? I mean, it doesn't really matter, like, really at all, but it'd be nice, I guess. Consistency in Sonic. Who am I kidding? I'm asking for too much. Here's one of my favorite things to do. Get the Rocket Wisp underwater, and then for some reason this causes you to go a lot higher into the sky. Well, not there, but it's seemingly that way. Also, anyone else thinking Mega Man? I got Mega Man vibes for a second there. Oh, there too. Apparently Capcom also made this game. Oh, here's another slow elevator sequence. Yep, this is what I want out of a Sonic game. Slow elevator sequences. Because gotta go fast, chili dogs, gotta juice, you know, all that good stuff. Also, the weird physics and colors, I love doing that, it's just satisfying to me. On to Act 4 here. What act is this again? I'm looking back at the footage. Oh yeah, the level with the completely useless spring. I mean, technically the level could have just started off here. Whatever. I'm honestly complaining about nothing right now. I don't know why. I love Aquarium Park, but it's really giving me nothing to talk about. I don't know why, like, now I'm starting to run out of things to talk about Sonic Colors when it comes to one of my favorite levels. Don't know why. Oh, here's something to talk about. I don't like precise platforming in this game with really tiny platforms. It's why people don't like Planet Wisp and Generations. The Boost Sonic is not meant for precise 2D platforming. It's just not. It doesn't work. Also, I slide under here only to go back because I want to take the higher route. And this also leads to one of the most frustrating areas in the game for those of you who want to collect red rings to get Super Sonic. That one's fine, but I swear I got this positioning right, because you're supposed to bounce your laser off of, like, these boxes and, you know, eventually go through this giant set of obstacles to just... Yeah, I swear I aimed that correctly, but apparently I didn't. And at the very end of that, if you could see there for a split second, there was a red ring. That's one of the most frustrating red rings to get in the game. When I was first collecting red rings in Colors, I was doing so without a guide. So, that was actually one of, if not actually the last red ring I collected in the game. And, yeah, it's probably the hardest one to get in the game. It's just frustrating. And when you're doing it without a guide, it's even more fun. Because I had discovered that on my own, and, yeah, that wasn't exactly my idea of fun. But I got Super Sonic out of it, and that was really fun, and I'm going to be eventually posting an extra video for Sonic Colors coming up, the Game Land, Super Sonic, all that, so you'll get to see that. Also, it'll be on my 100% profile of Sonic Colors, where I have every S rank, and also every red ring, and everything else is perfect, so you can see how much of a Sonic god I am. Also, that was kind of frustrating to get out of. I swear this is one of my favorite levels, but honestly I've just been doing nothing but complaining. About complaining? Okay, I've been doing nothing but about complaining, because I know proper English and grammar. But, yeah, one of my favorite levels, I've just been complaining this entire time. How about that? You can tell I'm a Sonic fan, clearly. I complain about the things I love. Also, one of the coolest looking underwater sections here. I just like the glass thing. This makes it look nice, sort of like you're in a fish tank, which is probably what they were going for. Honestly, looking at it, it's pretty obvious. Random extra life there for no reason. And these water things that shoot you upwards, which are kind of ripped straight out of Unleashed. For some reason, they were in Rooftop Run. I don't know why. but they were there. Red ring. I don't know why I'm collecting the red rings in this playthrough. I mean, I already have a file that I'm going to use to show off Supersonic. Oh, this is the moment I was talking about. Okay, so you collect boost, like wisps. You instantly want to boost down this very linear track to get away from that thing, especially if you played Unleashed, where the game practically teaches you to instantly boost once enemies like that appear. Then you get another boost capsule almost immediately as you run out of wisp energy. You boost down here, and you expect to get more boosts, but nope. And
oh, no.
I swear to you guys, I'm trying to jump. You can even jump over that enemy's punches in the final level of the game. But for some reason, during the first showing of this enemy, the game doesn't allow you to even jump over its attacks when it's, you know, at close range. Because, yeah, you're supposed to, like, sparingly boost here, but, like, that goes against, like, what Unleashed and the game itself teaches you to, like, boost straight forward. Like, even with those flying enemies, I forget the names of them, but the ones that shoot, like, those lasers and are usually always in a group of 3, they were in, like, Starlight Carnival, and, like, well, you always have boost energy, or at least you're always moving forward, and you're just quick-stepping, you're not really jumping, so that kind of goes against what the game teaches you up to that point, and I really don't like that moment, because almost every time I reach that point of the level, I always die, because it's weird, because it just, again, goes against what the game teaches you up to that point, and no matter how many times I play this game, I always die at that moment. I want to collect red rings for no reason, again. Also, why are there so many rings? Like, why are there so many rings in this level? Like, you can't expect people to get hit that much, right? Like, there's just a bunch of rings here for seemingly no reason. And obviously it's probably because of S rank.
Oh no!
I forgot I died there. Huh. Yeah, this thing doesn't always follow you. It's always going forward, and it'll follow you as long as you don't go too fast, but as you can kind of see here,
oh no!
If you go back to the left, then yeah, it's not going to follow you backwards. Also, level geometry rips straight out of a previous level that we were pretty much just in. That's kind of a problem with Sonic Colors. It's constantly just copy-pasting level, like, pieces of level geometry and just even bosses and a lot of Sonic Colors is actually copy-paste now that I think about it. Like, pieces of level, like, different levels, and bosses, like, a lot, really.
Oh no!
Like, even in the first zone world, whatever you want to call it, Tropical Resort.
Oh no!
Even though I called it Tropical Coast last part. There's only so many combinations of, like, level name themes that you can have for a Sonic game. We have Tropical Coast, Tropical Resort, like, and there's only, like, so many different combinations of level themes that you can have. Because, like, I'm thinking we have Green Hill, Windy Hill, there's also Green Hills. Don't forget Green Hills from Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. It's a completely different level. It has Toot Toot Sonic Warrior, everything. It's one of the easiest levels in the game, and it's reserved for one of the, like, last levels in the game. Sonic 2 on the Game Gear is really weird. It's just one of those really weird games from the Sonic Game Gear library. Like, you got Sonic Chaos and Sonic Triple Trouble and Sonic Blast. Sonic Blast is a special type of game. Yes, is it very special. It's so special that I couldn't even say that without slipping up. It's a fantastic game, one of the true games to represent the era perfectly. Sonic Blast was a true game of its time, because it allows you to play as Knuckles, the Enchilada, the Resistance Leader, the Red Guy, the Meme Lord, the Clan Leader. I don't know, can I make more memes about Knuckles? Also, we're about to reach one of the not one of, this is the most complicated 3D section in the game, and it's still really simple. Yeah, this is the most complicated 3D section in Sonic Colors, but again, I don't really mind it that much, but when 3D sections are kind of this simple, it's not really that interesting. Especially when, like, I wouldn't mind if there were, like, more simple 3D sections, but when they're used so sparingly, and when most 3D sections in this game are a straight line, I don't really like it. Also,
oh no!
I didn't really see where I was going there. I kind of just went boosting straight forward into a pit. Could argue with me that I shouldn't have boosted there, but it's Sonic Colors. It is a boost game. When are you not going to want to boost? Unless you're, like, shown directly that there is a bottomless pit here, then, yeah, you're going to want to boost almost all the time, and, yeah, that if you boost there, it leads you directly into a bottomless pit. Aquarium Park, again, one of my favorite levels, has some of my biggest gripes with the game. I think that's the only level that really gives me a hard time, because, like, that and the, that big robot thing, like, I don't really memorize the names of badniks in this game. Like, in the classic games, you got, like, Buzz Bombers, you got, like, Motobugs, all that. I can't really remember anything else. I remember Splats, but that's only because it's infamous. You got Grounder and Scratch, not the not the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, like the actual Genesis games, Grounder and Scratch. And then you have Egg Robos. That's a pretty easy one to remember. And then, I mean, if we're moving into the 3D games, we got Egg Ponds. We've got Egg Fighters, Egg Flyers,
oh, no.
Egg something. Like, I can't really memorize the names of badniks. Like, I can remember a lot of them, but I can't really remember the names of pretty much 80% of them. Probably more like 95%. 97% of all badniks I can't remember. Like, these ones right here, Chompers. I can remember these if I'm looking at them. I can't really remember much. I mean, this level has Unagi, has an eel that I think you're about to see as I'm heading straight for the goal ring. See right there? That's Unagi.
Man, running past all those fish put me in the mood for sushi. I doubt Eggman had the decency to put a good sushi joint in this park.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, try the newest dining experience here at Eggman's incredible interstellar amusement park, the Bucket of Sushi. Now with fish.
Ugh, like I was saying. Hey, did somebody here order a clobbering? Are you sure? It says somebody ordered an extra large clobbering topped with everything. Okay, tell you what, I can't take this thing back, so I'll give you an extra large clobbering for nothing. Hope you're hungry.
You serious?
Like, are you serious? I like Sonic Colors. I like the game, but its story is just, well, it's not very good. It's not very good at all. Not what I would describe as good. Right here, I actually have a lot of trouble with this boss fight. Basically, you're supposed to guide these missiles through these, like, rising platforms, and then, like, take it to the end, and then you'll be fine, but yeah. I'm also about to drown here, so you can hear the drowning theme in all its glory and all its fake orchestral glory. I think that's fake. Like, stuff like the Nega-Wisp Armor Phase 2, the final boss, is completely, like, fake. Its orchestral theme is fake. But I don't know if the drowning theme is fake or not. I'm kind of 50-50 on that. I don't know. Tell me in the comments. I don't know. Is it orchestral?
Oh,
is
no.
it not? I don't know. Anyway, we have a boss here that I think his name is Captain Blubber. Like, I think that's the only boss in Sonic Colors that I actually remember the name of. Captain Blubber. I think that's his name. It's not, well, I'm completely wrong, but I think that's it. Don't ask me why I know that, if I even got that correct. Those random bits of gaming trivia. Get me on Did You Know Gaming. Did you know that the Sonic Colors bosses have names? Yeah, I'm surprised they actually have names. They're not just, like, generic bosses. Honestly, that would have surprised me when I first played this game. Yeah, Ferris Wheel. Oh no, Big Boy. Big Boy, that's his name. I know in the DS version of Sonic Colors, you got stuff like Globotron, which is the first boss, but that's the only one I can really remember. Globotron, Big Boy, and Captain Blubber. Aren't these great names?
Oh no!
It's like, you got like Egg Beetle, you got Egg, like Cerberus, you got Egg Wyvern, you got Egg, like Viper, you got Egg Hornet. Try Captain Blubber. That is a true boss name. You know, Blimp probably has a name that nobody knows about. Why does nobody recognize the robots' names? Like the bosses, their names. These are important. These are very important characters. They deserve more respect than what they're given. Also, I use the Drill Wisp here to try to chase after the boss. I know you can hit the boss, like, while you're using Drill. I've done it before and ended this boss fight in, like, seconds, but, like, it practically never works for me. Just doesn't. I'm just not good enough. I need to get good because I'm not good at Sonic Colors, especially in this part. The recording curse really didn't work with me. Granted,
Oh, no.
It's never supposed to work with you, that's why it's called the recording curse, but yeah, it just didn't have the best of luck here in this part. Hopefully it'll be better next part. It'll be better next part. Anyway, that's the boss.
Superhero landing!
Great job, Sonic.
You know me. I aim to please.
Well, I'm totally pleased, and a little nauseous. I grabbed a bite at the bucket of sushi.
What's the verdict?
His cruelty knows no bounds.
Those scores are real, by the way. Those aren't fake. I love Metacritic sometimes. Just love it. But anyways, that was Aquarium Park, everybody. I will join you all in the next part where we go to Planet Wisp. Until then, I have been the Cryogenic Gamer. I'll see you in part 5.